There are some people whose lives move to a rhythm, a steady beat of purpose, discipline, and quiet joy. Today, we meet one such soul, Mr. Vishnu Tirthachar sir, a man who has lived 82 meaningful years in perfect balance between science, sport, logic, and rhythm. A retired communication engineer from BSNL, Mr. Vishnu Tirthachar built connections not just through telecommunication lines but also through the art of mentorship. Off the field, he was a sub-divisional engineer, and on the field, a passionate tennis player and a coach trained at the National Institute of Sports Patiala. For 2 decades, from 1992 to 2012, he ran his own tennis academy, shaping young minds and bodies, teaching them that tennis, just like life, is not just about power but also about patience, focus, and grace. In this episode of Katha-Vriksham, we listen to the rhythm of his journey, how sport became a language of wisdom, and how a simple game of tennis became a lifelong meditation on resilience, learning, and the joy of motion. Come on, let's step into the court of life with Mr. Vishnu Tirthachar sir and discover the deeper rhythm that ties together every serve, every stroke, and every story.
It is said that some people live their lives quietly, yet live behind a legacy louder than words. So today we sit with such a man of simplicity, discipline, and deep wisdom. From serving as an engineer to serving aces on the tennis court, his journey reflects passion, perseverance, and purpose. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to shoot the amazing podcast with you. To start off with our first question, you've seen India change from postcards, telegram to smartphones. What's your biggest lesson about adapting to change?
Yeah, I have seen times sending messages, postcards, letters, inland letters, and telegrams. We used to wait days together to get the reply. Now the smartphones have come, so it's doing all the jobs. So all things are becoming obsolete. So one has to change in life, go with the flow. Change is inevitable. You don't change, you are not moving with the times. That is inevitable. One has to change to improve lifestyle and for the betterment of life.
How has your journey been adapting from postcards to smartphones?
Yeah. It was slow. Yeah, our my department when I worked, that was now it is BSNL. That is after 2000. Before that, it was only telecommunication, and before that, in 60s, post and telegraphs.
Yeah.
It was combined.
Yes.
So as this time passed, they started separating the postal division, telecom division, and all. So like that, we too has to change. Also change things, change our thinking, and we have to go with the change of life. Yeah.
True.
Now information you are getting instantaneous. Today I am speaking with my daughter or my children's son. Instant, as I am seeing their face also. Earlier it was very difficult. Yeah, like that.
As you said, yes, change is indeed inevitable and we have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
So moving on to our next question, as we know you're an amazing tennis player as well as a coach. So how did your journey in this field started, and what did tennis teach you about discipline and staying strong through all of the challenges?
Tennis.
Yes.
In my life, the biggest thing, maybe it is my luck or my elders' blessings. Somehow I came into learning tennis, playing tennis because of my brother, Setu. So we started learning, though late. We learned late, started late. At my 45 years, 45th year I learned tennis. Then afterwards I took some training in how to coach, how to teach tennis. And I took some training in NIS Patiala, and then USPT or certification course. All this about tennis, main thing is tennis is for lifetime. Once you learn tennis, so you play even now at my 81 year completion also I am playing a little doubles. Any game you take, you can't see like a football or a volleyball or a cricket or any other game, you don't see any aged people playing. But tennis, you will see aged people playing. That's good. And tennis teaches discipline. How to overcome difficulties or ups and downs. You will face ups and downs. How to develop a strong mind and willpower. How to fight back. And how to improve this thing. That is tennis. So my daughter also, she developed the same thing, and my other sons, they also picked up. All are playing.
I feel it is purely your love for the game that has made you so dedicated and so disciplined towards it, because as you mentioned, you are 81 years and yet playing it. So it's a very big lesson and a very big thing how we should follow what we love. And speaking of that, you shared with us a very beautiful story of your daughter's fearless journey as a tennis player, which is indeed inspiring. So could you narrate that story, and how did her strength shape your view on women and success?
Yeah. My daughter, she learned tennis with a very competitive spirit, very determined. She used to fight, and she learned tennis and played for school games, and then college in inter-university. So they all helped her in her life also, and she same things she taught her children also. They are also developed the same like how you play, how to fight back, like that. They also developed their strong will, strong mind, and then building up their career, studies. They all helped. Even now, daughter is playing tennis to keep fitness. It's a healthy habit. So to keep health.
As you said, all it takes is a strong mind and willpower.
Yeah.
Could you narrate with us the story as how she began her career as a tennis player? How she first convinced you to let her start playing tennis?
She used to fight equally with with men only.
Wow.
With boys, men, like that she developed a very strong fight back qualities. That all helped her in her education, studies, and in her college, building up her career. That's a good thing. It has happened to her. Even now she is doing attending to her job tasks and all. She's developed a strong mind. Playing tennis develops a good habit of facing tough tasks. So that's it.
True. As we speak of women and power, it is said that behind every successful man there's a woman, and for a married man it is his wife. So how did her support shape your journey and keep you going and kept you motivated?
Daughter?
Wife.
Huh?
Wife, your wife.
Wife.
Yes.
She was the central figure in our life. Not only me, children also. She was herself a very hard-working soul. She used to have very good, she used to convince. We really greatly miss her. But still, all her, her influence is, you can't tell. She used to, even children, when she used to treat them with love, treat them sometimes whenever anything is happened, she used to what you call correct them. She used to so she used even me also, if I do anything wrong, she used to correct me and tell, no, this is wrong, this is right. So it was she was a great influence in our life. So can't tell.
True.
Please.
It was truly inspiring how her support was always with you all throughout, and that justifies the glory of a womanhood. So at 81, what keeps you energetic, curious and full of purpose every day?
We just we keep busy. Avoid all unnecessary thoughts, we keep busy, we read papers, we read this, do some puzzles, do some crosswords, listen news, keep busy. Try not to be idle. Idleness develops laziness. So keep busy, do something, short things and all. So how to try to fit, keep fit. So that's it.
Yes. As you said, it is true that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So what is one message that you would like to give to today's youth about building life that truly matters? Any one message for today's youth?
Today's youth, they are very, very forward, very quick thinking. What we can tell, we have to, hard work, develop good habits, and learn from experiences of seniors, but they are very fast. We can't. With children, they are running very fast. Their way of life is now entirely different than the earlier what we faced. But still, they have to, follow. They have to follow good things. Read a lot, develop reading, then hard work.
There's this beautiful story from Mr. Vishnu Tirthachar sir's life that truly touched my heart. It's the story of his daughter, a small girl, extremely strong, a rebellion, and someone with full of passion. A young schoolgirl dreamt of playing tennis. One evening, with stars in her eyes, she told her father, "Papa, I want to play tennis." But her father, a man of rules and routine, gently refused her. Days passed, yet her spirit didn't rest. She was stubborn, fiery, and full of something no one could tame, and that's belief. One day, when her father came home from work and asked his wife, "Has she come back from school?" her mother shook her head. A hint of worry crossed his face. He rushed to her school, and what he saw took his breath away. There was she in the middle of the ground, wearing shorts, sweating, fearless, playing kabaddi like boys. Her hair wild, her spirit even wilder, everyone cheering up for her. She wasn't just playing. She was leading, laughing, and owning every move extremely gracefully. In that moment, the father didn't see defiance. He saw determination. He finally understood her fire. The next morning, he walked to her with a smile and said, "Come, let's play tennis." And from that day on, they played together. He coached her, a coach and a student, heart and heartbeat. Years later, the same rebellious, passionate girl became a state tennis champion. Not because someone allowed her to dream, but because she was never stopped. Sometimes all it takes is one moment of belief to turn rebellion into greatness.
Very insightful. Hard because youth these days we try to resort to smart work more than hard work. So it's a message from your generation that there is no shortcut to success.
No shortcuts.
To success.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for this conversation. It was so insightful and it reminded us that greatness does not always come from noise. Sometimes it comes from a quiet consistency, love and purpose towards our goal. So your story was not about tennis or engineering. It's about strength of family, the beauty of perseverance and the grace of staying grounded in every season. Thank you so much once again for this session.